From Mac overcoming his humble beginnings,
I mean, my life's changed now.
Congrats, man. You deserve it.
Forever, bro.
You deserve it.
to Marcus Pearson hitting rock bottom.
He started this pandemic for a reason, so we can wake the f*** up.
Here are 8 examples of the Friends with MrBeast effect, starting with controversial streamer Sneako, real name Nico Bellinthazzi.
My face was all bloated because I was drinking a 6-pack of American beer every night. Wasn't a good time. But MrBeast, in just a few weeks, completely changed my outlook on life.
This enthusiastic monologue was inspired by the lessons Nico learned from Jimmy, whom he first met through the internet in 2014.
Yeah, we were meeting through comment sections, and we spoke on Twitter, and then he bought me a flight back when I was in college, when I was still in the Matrix, doing a degree I didn't care about.
Yeah.
And I went and worked for him in North Carolina, and then I really saw how it was possible to be a content creator.
Jimmy, however, didn't just take a blind leap of faith with Nico, as he saw potential in the future streamer.
If you've ever seen Sneako's videos, you realize that they're kind of addicting. Once you start watching them, it's kind of hard to stop.
The YouTuber therefore hired Nico as his editor in 2018 and even featured him in his videos. This collaboration didn't last long though, with the two soon arriving at a crossroads.
I've always wanted to be somebody who could use their voice to shake the room. I'd like to have that impact and talk about politics, social issues, and talk about what's really going on. And that just wasn't the direction of MrBeast content.
After deciding to move on, Nico returned to his channel to double down on social commentary.
If people are bullying you and saying, go back to your country, you bring disease, you suck, you stink, get out, you gotta hit back, man.
These videos often struck a chord with his audience. Actually said that Sneako was this underrated just because he says real-ish. Nowadays, people would rather die than hearing one straight fact. Not only did viewers appreciate his content, but also the influence he had on their mindset. Sneako gives me motivation to tell my barber that I don't like the cut. This support helped Nico's main YouTube channel grow to over 1 million subscribers by 2022, but his controversial views eventually got the better of him.
They lied about the Vietnam War, they lied about the Iraq War, they lied about World War II, they lied about 9/11, they lied about the cocoa, over and time again.
These statements, along with COVID-19 misinformation, got him banned on YouTube and TikTok. Despite getting unbanned 2 years later, the streamer would face the hammer yet again across multiple platforms, forcing him to move to a different corner of the internet.
Even though I'm probably getting like a lot less live viewers on Rumble, I like being one of the only guys on Rumble.
Nico consequently continued flirting with controversy, including beefing with one of the biggest streamers in 2023. This collage is everyone who advocated for my cancellation, with a focus on Charlie, aka Penguin Zero, who had previously criticized Nico for his views. In response to the tweet, Charlie sent him straight back to the Shadow Realm. You haven't stopped whining about me for months now, you goofy NPC. Even if you beat my ass in a fight, it doesn't change the truth. You're still a cuck who also defends child porn. The internet replied by taking Charlie's side. Sneako is a discount Tate who doesn't have the money to show for it, then sells courses on how to become a YouTuber. As a result, Nico took a big hit to his reputation by taking a different path from MrBeast.
I went like the political route. I was trying to talk about social commentary and, you know, things that were going on, and he went more YouTube algorithm type content.
Yeah,
so
like,
we went on 2 different paths. Obviously one is much better for longevity and you keep your platform.
Nico indeed lost his platform multiple times due to his approach, but the same can't be said for Mac Hopkins, who went from editing videos to becoming a YouTube millionaire.
I mean, my life's changed now.
Congrats, man. You deserve it.
Forever, bro.
You deserve it.
5 years before this life-changing moment, Mac was working hard behind the scenes to help a soon-to-be popular YouTuber.
I started a YouTube channel with my buddy, Eric, and we grew this channel to about 15 million subscribers over the next 2 years. And I sort of channeled my editing obsession.
Besides editing, Mac also appeared in some of Arak's videos until May 2023, after which he decided to move on.
I got this like itching feeling that I needed to stop that and do my own thing. And so I left that channel. I made my own YouTube channel.
He would therefore upload his first video on his channel, explaining his plan for the future.
I want to bring something new to the table. I love movies. I love cinematography. I love VFX. I love real, vulnerable, emotional storytelling.
The internet welcomed this decision. I cannot wait to see what you have in store for YouTube. This man may change YouTube forever. This prediction, however, relied on Mac making the most of his skills, which is how he met the world's biggest YouTuber.
One time Jimmy came to our house, me and Eric's house, and I had this unreleased video of mine. And I basically, someone said something about it that I should show him.
Now, despite Mac's nervousness, Jimmy loved the video, leading to a turning point in the editor's life.
It was at that point that Jimmy realized that he needed to get me on his team. And I wanted to do my own channel at the time, so I didn't really want to do that. But eventually we came to a deal.
Following this agreement, Mac made his first prominent appearance in a MrBeast video during the World's Most Dangerous Trap Challenge in October 2023.
Dude, my mom is gonna be so mad at me if I lose this right now. Yes or no?
Just one more. What's one more?
All right, let's do it. Yes, one more.
The video not only blew up with over 325 million views to date, but it also introduced fans to Mac's personality. The chemistry between Jimmy and this guy is great. He needs to make a return. This love for Mac became even clearer after he failed to complete the challenge. This was one of the saddest endings to a MrBeast challenge. Give him another chance. Jimmy would take the hint, giving Mac one more shot at glory the following year in the world's deadliest obstacle course.
You did it! You did it! After 3 tries, you finally did it!
Despite the triumph, Mac remained humble.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I've got 3 friends of mine, childhood friends of mine. They don't have a lot of money. I'm gonna make sure they don't have to worry about money anymore.
This intensified the internet's pleas to make Mac a permanent member, which Jimmy was happy to do given his valuable YouTube skills.
Mac, who you see in these videos, he's very involved in the editing process too. So when I'm like, I don't know how to introduce this challenge, I just look at Mac because he's gonna be the one who puts it together. I'm like, Mac, just tell me what to say.
Mac, therefore, is now an essential member of the Beast crew, leading viewers to note Mac replacing was the best trade we have in the history, referring to Ava, formerly Chris Tyson, who took the opposite route to Mac. I permanently step away from all things MrBeast and social media to focus on my family and mental health, highlighting a slew of controversies that were affecting her life and career, starting with the decision to transition in 2023.
It's something that's honestly so freeing, and I think that is part of what the HRT did for me, was being able to accept myself and being able to look in the mirror and say, yes, you are a woman.
Until this point, Chris was best known for being Jimmy's friend and the beloved co-host of Beast Reacts since 2021. The announcement, therefore, initially led to waves of support for her. I'm so happy for Chris. She is clearly so much happier now than before. This feeling of joy was short-lived, though, with internet detectives digging up her past to uncover her dark truths. Chris Tyson supported the cartoon CP artist Shadman that drew my daughter at age 8 in an eschewal manner. This is a known fact. Keem would back up this claim by sharing Chris's old tweets and Reddit comments. This revelation not only shook the internet, but also encouraged Chris's alleged victims to come forward.
Chris Tyson from MrBeast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old.
With the internet up in arms against Chris's predatory history, Jimmy had no choice but to take a stand in July 2024. I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with MrBeast. The drama, however, had already painted a target on Jimmy's back. How were you not disgusted when he left his family to LARP as a girl? Now you are disgusted? Ava, meanwhile, would confirm her departure from MrBeast and try to save face. In past years, I have learned that my old humor is not acceptable. This defense was ripped to shreds by the internet, though. Multiple children have shown how you speak to them. It isn't humor. It is quite literally gross behavior. Chris has consequently gone from being one of the OG Beast crew members to being banished to the shadows. Now, not every early employee shared his fate, though, including Chandler Hallow, who has avoided drama at every turn, leading the internet to admit that he's probably the only innocent member left of Team Beast. The internet's love wouldn't have been possible if Jimmy hadn't snapped Chandler out of his college dilemma, though.
Well, no, because I was playing college baseball and I wanted to, that's obviously from a kid, I wanted to play Major League Baseball.
Yeah. Describing his childhood dream, which he was trying to fulfill in college, until his team member Tyler Conklin introduced him to a different opportunity.
And he knew Jimmy very well. So one day during the summer after baseball ended, Tyler calls me and he's like, hey, we have a job. This guy just got fired. We need you to be like the replacement. Basically.
Now, while Chandler naturally agreed because of the money, it wasn't the most glamorous opportunity.
I was the main cleaner guy, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was also doing the jobs of other...
You were janitor deluxe.
Well, Yeah,
it was janitor plus.
I was super janitor.
Even after accepting the job, Chandler struggled to fit in.
He was very shy, like super shy. He was so terrified to even talk to me.
The shyness, however, didn't prevent Chandler from using his athletic skills in June 2017 to leave an impression on viewers. It's weird to think that Chandler holds a world record. While the video was a turning point, Chandler wouldn't become a Beast Team regular until a year later during the Last to Leave Circle challenge.
What made them decide to put you in?
There was uneven people, so you know, you cut a circle into fourths. And they just only had 3.
They had 3 people, and they were like, "Who do we grab?" They're looking around, and you were just there.
Somebody probably vouched for me.
This would mark Chandler's first time as a MrBeast contestant, and despite failing to win, his funny antics won over the internet. Everyone buys tents, beds, and other helpful stuff. Chandler, I got gushers. Jimmy would later confirm that Chandler started becoming a fan favorite around this point.
Yeah, people really liked him. And then,
oh, wow.
Yeah, and so then he was in one video,
man.
and then he was in another video, and Chandler all of a sudden just starts popping in more and more videos, and people are like, we like Chandler, we like Chandler.
Even though part of Chandler's charm was his inability to win challenges, he overcame this hurdle in 2019, winning $50,000 in the process.
What are you gonna buy with all this money?
I don't know. I've never had this much before.
This success, however, soon left Chandler with a dilemma when Jimmy gave him an ultimatum.
They were like, hey, we don't need part-time people anymore. Either you are full-time or you go back to college, you know? And I was like, oh, shoot.
Leading Chandler to make a crucial decision.
From a kid, I wanted to play Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
So I had to make a decision to either just kill my dream and go work for MrBeast, which I did.
Chandler would have little reason to regret it, as his relationship with Jimmy led him to greater accomplishments.
You guys made memes about me.
You did?
Saying I would never win. Well, look, I tried today, and I won.
Celebrating the island he won in 2020, which he would later sell for roughly $800,000. Instead of just focusing on contests, though, Chandler would also build his personal brand on TikTok in 2024, which he has now grown to over 16 million followers.
Recently, the Lord has put it on my heart to start sharing, you know, some of the things that I've learned and just share the word.
These faith-based TikToks averaging 1 million views have only increased the internet's admiration. This genuinely takes so much courage to do in your position. W. Chandler. The W was the result of Chandler leveraging his relationship with Jimmy, which stands in sharp contrast to Jake Weddle, a former contestant who allegedly faced a darker reality after working with MrBeast.
I got off the treadmill and then the people that came in to like ice my feet, you know, make sure I was good. Then that's when I was like, I'm done. I can't. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out.
This breakdown occurred during the infamous Dogpack 404 expose in August 2024, when Jake talked about the abuse he faced while filming a prison survival challenge 2 years ago.
And I go up to my friend, my good friend. And I go, they're not turning the lights off. He goes, what? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists.
This wasn't Jake's first brush with MrBeast, though, as he had previously been an employee from 2018 to 2020.
I was doing stand-up comedy for about 8 years when I got the job at MrBeast, and I got brought on as a writer.
His first appearance came during the 2019 Statue Challenge, after which Jimmy gave him more roles.
I was basically working full-time behind the scenes as a writer, occasionally on-camera talent, and occasionally as a director.
Despite being a dream come true for Jake, the reality soon caught up with him.
I found myself kind of, losing passion for what I was doing, and I found myself getting stressed out over things that on paper are ridiculous.
This realization led him back to stand-up comedy, with Jimmy supporting this move.
I met with Jimmy before I left. He understood where I was coming from. I understood where he was coming from. There's no bad vibes either way. I'm good.
The separation from the Beast team, however, didn't last long, with Jake participating in a challenge in 2021. He would address his return in a follow-up video.
You must be not funny. You must be bad at comedy if you had to go back to a Mr.
You know what happened? He called. Say, hey, you busy this week? You want to do a thing? And I was like, sure.
The internet responded with sympathy. I mean, they are your friends. It's not wrong you were pretty much just hanging out, LMAO. This sentiment aged like milk, though, because the following year, Jake went through the infamous prison challenge that changed his outlook on the Beast crew.
I was the test bunny. I wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to be in a video. I was supposed to be in a video that came out. and I was supposed to get a lot more money than I did, and I wasn't supposed to get hurt.
After recalling the alleged abuse and lack of pay, Jake also claimed he had been subjected to sleep deprivation. MrBeast doing the Russian sleep experiment in real life is straight up inhuman. Not everyone on the internet was supportive, however, with some accusing Jake of clout chasing. Jake Weddle definitely has main character syndrome. As a result of splitting opinions, Jake became a controversial figure following his 2024 expose. Even though he has since tried to focus on YouTube stand-up, it has been an uphill battle, with his recent videos barely averaging over 2,000 views. Jake isn't a funny comedian in my opinion. If he wasn't tied up with MrBeast, he wouldn't have a platform or even have the opportunities he has now, which is true for all of MrBeast's friends, except some used it to skyrocket their careers, like Tariq Salame.
This is before I had any employees. I was like, I need people to help me with like just do these videos. I just need help.
The 19-year-old Jimmy, however, found him through an unlikely source.
And so I went to a comedy show, and Tariq was doing comedy, and like a bunch of other people were doing comedy there. And all the ones that made me laugh, I just was like writing down a notepad.
One of the names on the notepad would be Tariq, who was given a job offer right away. The comedian, however, found himself wrestling with a dilemma.
I filmed a few videos with him and some of the other guys, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just got a job at the hospital. In 1 month,
Classic
I went to
Tariq.
college for this. I hospital job in a month."
Jimmy responded by making a last-ditch appeal to Tariq.
I'm like, "Tariq, be my cameraman, I swear to God. I will, this channel will blow up, we'll hit 10 million subscribers, I'll make you rich."
Now, the offer didn't convince Tariq right away, who left for a year to work his hospital job until he couldn't stand it anymore.
Yo, I hate working at the hospital. And he's like, "I'm miserable." And I'm like, "Well, you're in luck. I still want you. Get your butt over here." And then he started he'd go to the hospital and then work at night. And I was like, "Yo, I want all your time. Quit."
After this realization, Tariq became a permanent member of the crew, earning more than just Jimmy's trust.
He landed in the triangle and won 20 grand. And
Let's
because
go.
you jumped, he just won $40,000.
Let's go.
Tariq would stumble in the next few challenges, though.
Tariq! He missed it. Lost 10 grand. Now you lost 50 grand.
Tariq, you might have just lost $25,000, but at least every time they watch this video here, you make money.
Jimmy's idea, therefore, helped Tariq win over $200,000, with fans eager to support the cameraman. I am here to help Tariq after he lost $25K in sumo wrestling. Over the years, Tariq has become more than just a camera guy, regularly appearing in Jimmy's videos and even representing the team in Sidemen charity football. Now, the same can't be said for Marcus Pearson, though, who had a short and dramatic tenure as part of the Beast Gang.
Since I can't put my hands on you, and I can't touch it like I want to, this the route I gotta go.
This aggressive response was directed at Jimmy, who first hired Marcus in 2019.
We got a truck full of toys. Let's go get them out.
And guess what? Marcus did the same. He had truckloads of toys and he gave them away to multiple hospitals.
Viewers warmed to him right away, but when Marcus stopped appearing in videos after the Christmas special, fans started wondering, "When you coming back to MrBeast challenges?" To which Marcus replied, "Ask him," implying that Jimmy had made the call to remove him. While the reasons were unclear, Marcus only ruined his image further by uploading a controversial rant 3 months later.
I'm gonna destroy you, bruh. I'm gonna destroy you eternally. For a long time, you gonna feel this.
This threat, however, was just the tip of the bizarre iceberg.
I thought you was my brother, but you're not. You show me what's real and what's not, which I feel like he started this pandemic for a reason, so we can wake the fuck up.
After suggesting that Jimmy was responsible for the pandemic, Marcus made another bold claim.
I was born a leader, and he was born a follower. He was stealing sauce. I was borrowing sauce and paying homage, you feel me?
The former YouTuber ended his tirade by speculating on why he was fired.
The only conclusion that I can make is that he's broken somewhere else. That's the only conclusion that I can come up with.
Viewers were in shock, leading to a mix of criticism and sympathy. So he got fired because of drugs and he's complaining. I'm genuinely concerned for his mental health. Something is off from the Marcus we met a year and a half ago. Hope he gets help. Marcus has faded out of sight since 2020 following his infamous rant, which is the same year that Nolan Hansen made his first MrBeast appearance when Jimmy spent $1 million on lottery tickets. While he didn't have a prominent role in this video, this would change a week later.
Here's your golden coconut. You
get 1 bowl. Whoever knocks down the least amount of pins loses.
It's just a little bit of pressure, not much pressure.
Let's see it. The island, baby. The island! Oh!
I'm not happy with that.
Nolan therefore lost over $800,000 in his first big challenge, which would return to haunt him a year later.
Hey, bowling!
Bowling also hates you. He lost an $880,000 island to bowling in this video. He lost $110,000 to bowling in this video. So if you lose another 10 grand to bowling, you have lost $1 million to it.
In response to these failures, the internet brought up a familiar inside joke. Nolan loses a lot of challenges. Chandler. First time? Nolan remained persistent though, with his patience finally paying off during the first to rob a bank challenge in September 2021.
Oh, no one touched it! Nolan, the vault is unlocked. Have at it.
100 grand. Here we go.
Yes! 100 grand! Look at all this money!
Since this victorious moment, Nolan has remained a steady part of the crew, including co-hosting the Beast Games in 2024. His relationship with Jimmy, however, also helped him build his personal brand.
Where's shop? I need to find like a gun or a car. Can I drive? Oh, my body just like went in half.
As of 2025, he has shifted his focus to food-related shorts, averaging close to 1 million views and collaborating with the biggest stars.
What's your favorite food? Chicken. Sweet. Let's make pancakes. What?
Making Nolan yet another person to benefit from the Friends with MrBeast effect.